honorable speakers, chairman, deputy speakers, vice chairman of various states, secretary general, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, secretary from various state legislatures and other dignitaries. I extend my greeting to all. On behalf of the state of Tamil Nadu, I also extend my warm greeting to the distinguished delegates from various Commonwealth countries who are participating in this meeting for the first time. I also thank the Honorable our CM with the calling for giving me the opportunity to participate in this conference. But and foremost, I would like to thank the organizers of the conference for the excellent arrangements made. The agenda topic has been conceived with the aim that the debates held Parliament and the legislative assemblies are for the benefit of the people and to meet the expectation and realities. In a federal setup, relations between the union and state government must be cordial and affirmative as state governments have the closest contact with the people. The Indian Constitution has been framed in such a way that the state will prosper if there is harmony, prosperity and development. The Rajasthan, Sarkaria, Bengaluru and Puji companies have made various recommendations to ensure healthy relations between the union and state governments. These companies have also recommended that the chief minister should be taken in the conference while appointing the governors in the state. Our honorable leader Karajan has expressed concept in the single phrase, federalism in the union, autonomy in the states. Article 246, read with the Schedule 7 of the Constitution of India initially provided for 66 subjects in the state list. 5 subjects, including education, have been transferred from the state list to the concurrent and union list through constitutional amendments. Recently, powers of the state on various subjects, including minerals, fisheries, and properties, have been snatched away from state government through administrative modifications and orders without any constitutional amendments. This is a massive step for freedom, federal autonomy. Even recently, when the union government granted permission for a private company to mine mineral resources in Attipatti, Madurai district, various projects were built in the area, which created a crisis for the state government. Our honorable CM while moving a resolution on the floor of the House announced that he will not allow mining activities in the area and promised that he would rescind his oath if it happens. However, even if such other issues are discussed in the legislature, there is no solution as the ultimate decision lies in the hands of the union governments. When the United Progressive Alliance government first introduced the GST bill, the present Honorable Prime Minister of India, who was then the Chief Minister of Gujarat, expressed his opinion that this will not only snatch away the right of the state government, but it will also lead them to position of GST, which has recently been reduced to 2/3 and further reducing the share of the state government. During the British rule in India, the following lines were sung in the freedom fighters. Uran Kotatwe, Boros Kotan, Vellaikar, Asikiratu Vetve Solli, Kadila Potan Vedeka. The farmers expressed the misery through this song. See foreigners exercising power for the producers, they produce with their hard work and having control over even what they want. Similarly, the union government sitting in Delhi is also imposing various taxes goods without considering the opinion of state. The central government is using state governments only as enforcers for collecting GST taxes. The union government, which receives 50% of the GST taxes, has significant rupees 2,152 crore under the Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan. Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan scheme, which is due to the state government. Furthermore, the union government contribution of 60% of the fund for 25% reservation for poor children in private schools. Under RT Act has not been allocated for the past 4 years. The funds allocated for the MGNREA scheme have also been reduced. Similarly, even when states are hit by natural disasters like cyclone, flood, only major funds are released to opposition group states. This illustrates how political these agreements lead to punitive action. The union government receives revenue through various taxes, including income tax, custom tax, customs duty, excise duty, service tax, and petroleum cess. But taxes are very huge amount to the state government. The state government, through its own tax revenue, spends sizable amount on education, welfare, and road facilities, and for the various flagship schemes such as Pudumai Tavapudaman scheme, Kalajar Magali Urimai Togai scheme, free bus travel for women, free electricity for farmers and weavers, and 100 units of free electricity to all the people. In the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana scheme for construction of houses for poor people in the rural areas, the union government is providing only 72,000, while the Tamil Nadu government is providing us 2,02,000 rupees for the 2,02,000 for the beneficiaries. For the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana scheme for the urban area, the union government providing only 1,50,000 rupees only, whereas the Tamil Nadu government is providing 7 lakhs for the beneficiaries. And such schemes place for the financial burden on the Tamil Nadu government. The union government does not distribute these funds uniformly to all the states. The union government has not provided any concession for the loans available in the poor farmers, weavers, self-help groups, students, and also loans availed by micro, small, and medium enterprises, but instead has return of 15 lakhs crore rupees of bank loan taken by corporate company managed by a few wealthy people, treating them as NPA, which is regrettable. Although the union government discriminates the states in the distribution of funds, I would like to point out that under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister Sir M.K. Stalin, Tamil Nadu has emerged the numero one state with a growth rate of 11.19%. I would like to inform this August gathering that bill introduced and passed during the 7th 17th Lok Sabha, where assembled by the
Honorable
Honorable
Speaker, sir, I would like to please, this is not the forum where we are discussing the relationship between the
It is
government.
not discussion.
No,
This
the
is
discussion is.
only for suggestion.
I would just like to, very humbly I would like to request you. The discussion and debates and discussion.
Okay, I will please.
Building people's trust.
Okay, I will believe that.
It is not between,
Okay.
this is not the forum to
Okay.
discuss the conflict between
Sir,
the
I do
union
understand.
government and the state governments.
I understand.
And the governor and the state governments. The governor cannot be discussed here, you know that.
Not discussed.
With due respect, I
This is
would
the
like.
reality, sir.
But reality, this is, you
This
have
is
to
the
discuss
problem.
there, you have to
This is the
discuss at
problem
appropriate
of
forum.
state government gathering that will introduce that fought during the 17th Lok Sabha and assembled to by Honorable President in a couple of days, and they became laws. However, in the case of Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly, some of the bills sent to the Assembly of the Honorable Governor have been pending for years. Recently, the Governor has returned the Tamil Nadu Fiscal Responsibility Amendment Bill, which was pending with him for about 1.5 years after it was passed by the Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly for the reconsideration of the House. This has made it even more difficult for the state government is allocated funds for the public welfare programs. During the All India Presiding Officer Conference held in Simla in 2021, I had argued that the Constitution of India should be amended to include a provision for setting up a time frame of the Honorable Governor to give the assembly bill passed in the Legislative Assembly. I had also reiterated the same at the conferences held in Mumbai and Patna. Honorable Member of Parliament and Senior Advocate Sir Wilson has also tabled a private member bill in the Rajya Sabha for prescribing a time frame for acceptance of bills by the Governor. I heartily welcome the recent historic judgments of the Supreme Court fixing the time limit for the Honorable President and Governor for assenting the bills in the case filed by the Tamil Nadu government on this issue, which was initiated by the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu M.K. Stalin. This historic judgment has now become a settled law. There are 16 states in Germany, and the Union Government of Germany shares power equally with the state governments. The welfare of people decided by the respective state governments and not by the German Union Government. Therefore, in view of the opinion expressed by our Honorable Prime Minister of India, when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, the state should be given complete financial autonomy, or the share, GST share to the state should be enhanced to 75%, so that the state will be able to implement more schemes that would ultimately benefit the people. With these words, I conclude my speech. Thank you.
It is concluded,